Tobin Lake, Saskatchewan. Big pike, big walleye. As Henry David Thoreau said, many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not the fish they are after. Look at the size of that thing! I'm Denis Isbister. For me, fishing has been a part of my whole life. From the time I could walk, I've been chasing fish and whatever adventures seem to follow it.
I'm Drew Murin, and since I was a little kid, my dad and I have fished all over the western United States together. And all I've wanted to do ever since was travel the world, have a little fun, and fish with my good friend Denis.
You see that, baby? So follow along with us as we travel the remote regions of the globe
In search of wild fish,
wild places. Tobin Lake, Saskatchewan. You can see we decided to do a drive-to location this year, and Tobin Lake is one of the most famous places in Saskatchewan for big walleye and big pike. So my Uncle Rod and I decided, you know what, we're driving up. Got some buddies that have a boat dealership up here, so True North hooked us up with a brand new boat. Jerry and his wife own Tobin Lake Trophy Adventures right here up on the northeast corner of the lake. It's the last lodge going north, and if you look at Tobin Lake on a map, it's a giant body of water built by the Saskatchewan River. Now, they put a couple dams on these rivers and back flooded all this stuff. It just made prime habitat for walleye and pike. One of the things we got going on here this trip is it's midsummer, so everything's hot. The fish are pushing deep, and what we found is the pike. So there's a big basin in this reservoir, and there's some big hard ledges that come up, and it seems like the pike that we find, the big pike, they're hanging close to the deep water. So they've got 60, 70 feet here, and it goes right up to 4 feet and weeds out to 12, and that's where they seem to be hanging. So got a nice calm condition. We got up early, top water. We're just gonna see if we can get a couple blow-ups, because everybody knows there's nothing more fun than pike on top water.
Panther martin, blacktail, perch color.
Full blade. Sweet. One thing we have noticed the last few days is there's quite a few perch in here. Pretty nice sized perch. So. A lot of the fire tiger colors have been money for the pike, at least.
The little guy.
First fish. Want to show them all?
First one of the morning. They're only going to get bigger. He's got a leech on him.
Oh, look at that. Let's use them for a walleye. Nice fish?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Took a bunch of drag.
These ever jump much, or they?
35, 36 inches. Yeah, that's a nice fish.
The light's perfect. Yeah. Am I out of the shot,
Nice
boys?
start.
We're working our way up.
Okay, we'll get him back.
One of the things we noticed is the morning bite has been really off for pike, but we got in there, started throwing top water, throwing some big panther martins, some big spoons. It just wasn't happening. So we decided to start trolling around a little bit, see if we could learn something else. we gave it a go for a little bit here, trying to get some fish on topwater, and Rod was running a big Panther Martin, musky marabou. He caught a couple fish, had a few follows. I had a couple blow-ups. That was it. So I don't know, it was a little too choppy for the topwater or what, but. Missed a fish, and then had a double hookup in 18 feet of water. So we're like, all right, the fish are in 18 at least. Let's concentrate on that 18 to 20 ledge. But it's a drop. It's like that. Coming up to these weeds, Rod said, oh, there's some weeds about 7 to 10 feet. We got to have some big fish here. As soon as he said it, about ripped it out of my hand. Mine actually drug through the weeds. Wow. There we go. Beauty. Beautiful fish. Yeah. Finally. I'm pike fishing. There he is. Awesome. Beautiful fish. Trolling around and looking for some weed beds in the right depth, and it looks like that 10 to 11 foot weeds is where they're at. This morning, got a huge hammer, so it's so fun when these things hit it on the troll who's going so fast. They hit it so hard, about ripped it out of my hand. Another just decent fish. That's a walleye. Oh, wow. That's a walleye.
That's a huge walleye. Holy cow.
That thing is huge. So I caught a giant walleye in 12 feet of water. Yeah. I see it, buddy. Beauty. Beautiful. Hammer. Oh, wow. That was cool. Wasn't expecting that. 10-pound walleye in the shallows. Pretty cool. That was
awesome,
way cool. Yeah. Right on.
We've been looking for a double-digit walleye.
Yeah. That might be
Got one fishing for pike.
Yeah. That's the deal. Found out the new technique. To catch double-digit walleye, you gotta fish for pike. Fish with the big stuff. Trolling around, kind of experimenting, looking for different things, and bam! A big old walleye, like a huge walleye, maybe one of the biggest ones of my life, out in 11 feet of water on a flat. Oh well, I'll take it. It's a welcome surprise. 30 inches? Yeah. Damn. Perfect. That popped it out right out.
You gotta cooperate and then you can go home. Just for a minute.
Yeah.
Big jowl on him.
Off it.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Nice.
See you, buddy.
Eat us.
He's done. He gone.
The conditions got right for casting, and Rod went on a runner. He started ripping them right and left on a spoon. He just had that perfect sleight of hand and something figured out. Oh yeah, good one. Perfect, come up. Marvelous came off right out.
I love marvelous. Can we do after we get the griffin grin, can we do it?
Yeah.
Just get him in.
Get him in.
Every time you hear about Tobin, it's always associated with how big the pike are and how big the walleye are. I've caught a lot of pike and a lot of walleye, and I like to catch the big ones, of course, just like all fishermen. It's sort of a legend in the North Country for the size of the fish.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Oh! That's a big one.
Yeah, switch to video mode.
That's so much fun.
Big old fish. All right, kids, I'm coming to the edge of the boat.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I'll go 41.
Dude, that's a nice fish right there.
It just looks like a bigger fish.
He's definitely heavier.
37.
No
That's
way.
it.
37.
Got bigger shoulders or something, huh?
He's just heavier.
Man, like, I'd rather be casting. Oh! Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. Just twitching it out there. They can't help themselves. Look at it, just sideways in his mouth. That's a good shot right there. Look at him. Oh! Watch your eyes. Yeah, he's spinning it sideways in his mouth. Oh man, look at that. We got these pike figured out. They're eating, we're casting, we're having fun, and what do you know? The wind comes up. So we got these big, beautiful boats. So let's go back to trolling, see what we can find. Big old pike.
That's a nice pike.
Big old pike, boys. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, that's a good one. You got a couple battle scars.
Yeah, you ready? Bam!
Booyah!
Oh,
That just came right out.
Yeah. Man, that's a nice one. All
That's
right.
the biggest one yet.
Stuff up in the net. There we go. All right. Oh yeah. That big old pike. Bam!
fatty.
Want to measure him real quick, Rod? Stick it right there. What's that?
Yes.
You can see it. I got it on the side. I pinched it.
You good there?
Right there.
38 and a half.
Yeah. Ready, A-Town? You good?
GoPro
You got him?
Escape. No.
Go ahead.
Oh, guy. He's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
38 inch.
Sweet, baby.
Man.
By half an inch.
Bam!
Drilled that thing.
Dude, he just hammered it. That's the best. It was like, wow!
The rod holder.
No, I thought we lost it. Just sitting there bouncing. Yeah. Baby.
Yeah, we caught a lot of big fish today.
Oh, look at that. He straightened that hook in the net. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He totally, both of those hooks are bent out and over. Look at the tip. I have to switch the hooks out. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Cruising along here, we found another little spot out from where we've been fishing. We just kind of went a little ways. There's a 20-foot ledge that goes to 30 feet, and then it goes a little bit of a plateau and then drops off to 40, full of brush, full of cover, sticks, it looks like, from what I can tell, and electronics. And so we're just kind of pulling these big perch swim baits out off this ledge, back onto it and off of it. And getting hit pretty good. It caught like 3 or 4 fish, missed a few. So you can see right here, it goes super deep. It goes from 20 to 30 like immediately. And on it, you can see there's a lot of cover. So I think these big pike are laying it down here in this cover. And we're running these big baits over their head. They're just coming up and getting it. Another nice pike, huh? Look at how he ate it though, right in the middle. Like he just chomped it right in the middle.
Pike for you.
I'll just land them by hand, Rod. Oh, another one out of 30, 40 feet out here in this flat. That's interesting. Kind of think it's a new spot we kind of found, looking for some brush, some deep water stuff, and tons of trees stacked up on a 20 to 30 foot ledge, so it's a hair deeper. And we just caught two nice fish right away back to back. So we're just gonna go back, run it again. 23 feet. He might not be huge. Kind of coming to the boat now. Yeah, he's already up on top.
Okay.
Bugger, little bugger. Oh. Little bugger. Little pike. He's angry. They can't all be first round picks. There, come on, pop it out. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
Loving the bar.
Barbless hooks. Shake the shakers off. And every once in a while lose a few big ones. So after trolling around and casting a little bit at the end of the day, we ended up with a bunch of really nice pike and one trophy walleye. Not a bad first day at Tobin. Got out here this morning, it's got a pretty good chop going. We're hoping to cast some more for pike, but just conditions just aren't right. So we're gonna back out of here, set up our trolling gear, and just troll on the edge of this break and try to hook up with some big pike or big walleye or whatever's happening. Stuff maybe to this morning. Hot on everything, yeah.
Don't want to break it off on that 15. He's a rainbow.
Yeah, it's a trout. Yeah.
Go, buddy. That's little guy, but it was fun. Put up a good scrap. You ready?
We're fishing along and we decide to start trolling plug because it's stormy, and Rod switches to a little plug that's been working really good for us this whole trip. Right away, bam, 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 starts ripping some fish, a nice pike, a nice walleye, and then the weather changes.
Yeah!
That's just like an eater size right there.
We should be keeping that thing anyway. I hate to keep big ones, so I throw it back.
It's too big.
One of his eyes is goofy.
Yeah, it is. We figured out the last few days that a lot of the fish that we were cleaning had crawdads in their bellies. So we thought, well, maybe we'll try something that looks like a crawdad, you know, obviously match the hatch. So what we did is we found these little mag lips. We have these mag lips that are crawdad color with a little sparkle in them. And what we did was added just a hair, like a little tiny piece of leech to the back this afternoon to try it and see what happens. Yeah, it's got some weight to it.
Nice average size for a deer.
Yeah. Tobin Lake has a very strict no barb and slot limit policy, which is fantastic. So every fish that you catch has to be within a certain size to keep. The rest of them you gotta let go. You can only catch 3 per person a day, and everything is barbless only. Moving around, had a really phenomenal like midday pike bite, and it was happening. So kind of kept trolling around and just slowly died off, and we decided, you know what, let's go see if the pike are biting again. Jerry just bought this lodge up here, Tobin Lake Trophy Adventures. He's been guiding and outfitting basically his whole life, but this fishing setup here is brand new to him, and we're excited to help him promote it and figure out this fishery.